Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Let's continue with the bank reconciliations. Right? In the last class, we saw about balance as per cash book, favorable balance, and another question with balance as per passbook, favorable balance. We also discussed like when we put in the concepts, when we put in the understanding, whatever that we are adding as the adjustments, when we arrive at the balance from cash book bank column to bank passbook, that should be reversed, right? When we start from cash book bank column, we have to add checks issued not presented for payment, because that is again a timing difference. We have issued a check to a supplier or to an employee for a reimbursement or for a payment, and the person has not deposited the check. So our cash balance in our book, the bank balance, bank column could have come down, whereas the passbook still shows a higher balance, so we are adding, right? This is the concept what we have understood in the reconciliation. Now, when it comes to passbook, you have to deduct this, because passbook, we are starting from passbook and we are arriving at the cash book balance. So passbook will show a higher figure, so we have to add this, right? Add checks. Let's checks issued not present or fair, because arriving at the cash book balance, so cash book balance has already come down, so we have to deduct this. Whatever that we are adding when we start from cash book to bank passbook, we have to pass in reversal. So we have to understand it in the reverse order when we start from passbook to cash book. Now, what will happen when there is an overdraft balance or an unfavorable balance, right? So again, the concept is still same. There is no change in the accounting concept. There is no change in the ways of working, right? So to make it more simple, to understand it better, this is how we can put in. The treatment remains same when we start balance as per cash book. Let me put it here. Yeah, with bank format of bank reconciliation with favorable balance in bank column of cash book slash unfavorable balance in passbook. So the treatment remains same. The treatment remains same for both these scenarios. Easy to understand. Format of bank reconciliation statement with favorable balance in bank column of cash book slash unfavorable balance in passbook. That's passbook showing a debit balance. Similarly here, balance as per passbook, favorable balance credit slash unfavorable balance in cash book bank column. Easy to understand, right? There's no change in the concept. I'm just putting it for us to understand this better. Balance as per passbook. We start with favorable balance in cash book bank column and unfavorable balance in passbook. This is the treatment what you have to make. And in case of passbook, favorable balance and unfavorable balance in cash book bank column, this is the treatment what you have to make. So easy to understand. Once you understand the concept, this is how the treatment should be, right? So let's put in another. I just try to solve a illustration here, which has got an unfavorable balance in the cash book. Let me tell it this. Balance as per cash book. On March 31, Rakesh had an overdraft of 8,000 rupees as shown by his cash book. So, as on March 31, 2005. March 2005. Unfavorable balance of 8,000 rupees, right? Negative balance of 8,000. Checks amounting to rupees 2,000 had been paid in by him, but were not collected by the bank. So, means that Rakesh has deposited checks for 2,000, but has not been collected by the bank, right? So we have to add 2000. He issued checks for 800 which were not presented in the bank for payment. Checks issued not presented 800. There was a debit in his passbook for 80 rupees, interest and rupees 100 for bank charges. So bank charges and bank charges, here it is, bank charges and interest 160 rupees. So the balance as per passbook will be 9,360 rupees, unfavorable balance. Unfavorable balance 9,360 rupees. Right? I'm saving this. To make it more simple, let's put it like this. Balance. Cash book, favorable balance. I'm just putting some summary here. Unfavorable balance. So put X. These are all the four different types of balances what we can encounter in a bank reconciliation, right? Cash book favorable, cash book unfavorable, passbook favorable and passbook unfavorable. Let's see how the treatment will be like. Checks issued not presented for payment. These are all the major hits, right? Direct deposits into the bank account. Interest income or other income directly credited to bank, right? Then we have checks deposited but not yet collected, right? Then interest on overdraft / balances, bills dishonored and bills not checks dishonored. So these are all the major hits. I'm just summarizing the major hits what can come in and to the reconciliation, right? How this concept will work like. This you can by heart or you understand the concept. Understanding the concept makes a lot more difference than by hearting it, right? Checks deposited but not collected. In case of cash book unfavorable, add. Here, add. Here, subtract. Here, subtract. Add. Subtract. Here, subtract. Here, add. Making it more simple. This is how the balance will look like. This is how the balance will look like. Right? Is it clear? More easy to understand. Just understand the concept and then put it in the table. I have just put it in the table for easy reference and easy understanding. Then what you will arrive at is balance again. So this is how you will arrive at the balance. The concept remains same. How the treatment will look like. This is how it will look like. Let me know for any comments or queries or clarifications. You can obviously send an email to me at babufree@redifmail.com, or you can put a comments also into the video so that I can look into it and then come back to you soon. So have a great day, students, and let's connect in the next class. Thank you.